I think a lot of modern men, on a very deep subconscious level, have womb envy, and something especially in the tech community. I think that this womb envy is persistent, and what I mean by this is that I was thinking through this idea of legacy and all these things, and it dawned on me that men do not have this moment of the creation of life. Sure, we help and we facilitate, and there's a it's a two-way street of like, okay, getting the sperm to the egg and everything like that. But we don't have this singular moment where we birth life into the world, and this, I think, deep down affects men on a tremendous level and plays heavily into this idea of legacy and creating some sort of life that is more far-reaching than they are. Um, and you see this really persist, especially like in the AI community and the tech community. I think that it's extremely persistent. Guys, they want to create life because there's an insecurity around the fact that we do not have this moment in the way that women do when they birth children. And so it creates this sort of like this, I think, existential angst amongst men of like, oh, I'm gonna be forgotten. I won't be remembered. My name is gonna be forgotten. I haven't created what I'm here to create. I didn't have that moment of like, oh, like I made this. You know what I mean? I made this. It came from me. This is my thing. This is part of who I am. And sure, like you can say like, okay, these are my kids, but I think there's something extremely primitive and intuitive about the moment that a child comes into the world from the womb of a woman. I think that's a very deep emotional experience that men just do not have unless they create it themselves through legacy initiatives like business or other things that they can just pour themselves into that will outlast them. But it just doesn't compare quite closely to that specific moment. So this is something I'm still thinking through, but I think that there's an interesting point to be observed there.